Filtering with for expressions. A for expression reads a collection, transforms each element, and can apply an optional if clause to keep only the elements that match a condition. The mechanism is iteration plus predicate filtering. The outcome is a new value with fewer elements without mutating the original collection. A for expression produces either a tuple or an object value, and that the if clause removes elements from the result rather than changing the source. Terraform evaluates the source collection one element at a time and tests the if condition for that element. The mechanism is per element evaluation, not a single global decision. The outcome is that filtering logic can depend on each item's fields, such as enabled, tier, or environment, instead of only on a top-level variable. This is why filtering works cleanly with maps of objects. When the source is a map and the result is also a map, the surviving keys remain the same keys from the source collection. The mechanism is key preservation during object construction. The outcome is stable names that can be reused later in references, outputs, and resource instance addresses. This matters because Terraform treats for each resources as a map of instances keyed by those values. For each accepts a map or set of strings, and each key becomes a distinct resource instance. The mechanism is that Terraform uses the filter map as the instance universe for that block. The outcome is that only the surviving elements produce infrastructure, which lets one expression decide both selection and scale. Because for each values must be known before remote operations, this filtering must resolve during planning. The real risk appears when a filtered collection feeds for each and a key stops matching the filter. The mechanism is address removal. Terraform no longer sees that key in the desired instance map, so it plans to destroy the corresponding resource instance. On a submarine, a system was not considered available just because the panel still existed. It was available only if the circuit still had authority to energize it. Filtering with for each works the same way. Removing a key removes operational authority for that instance. The outcome is that a boolean like enabled equals false is not a cosmetic flag. It is a destroy decision when tied to instance selection. Terraform's model of for each instances as key address objects is what makes this behavior predictable.